Hello everyone and welcome to this new video. Today we will see how to install and configure Unity, which is the game engine I presented in the previous video. Then we will take a look at the interface and start to navigate the software. I hope you will like this video. Don't hesitate to subscribe, like or dislike the video if you like it or not. But before we start the video, let me introduce you to my two mobile games that I recently published on the Google Play Store, Human Crush and The Destroyer. Two very funny games, in one consisting of surviving a meteor attack and the other one which consists of surviving during a maximum of waves by fighting against robots more or less strong. I invite you to go install them and share them with your family and friends. With no more time to waste, we can start the video right away. Thanks for your support. Okay, so to get started, you will have to go to the link in the description, or you can go to the official Unity website, then click on Download Unity. If you have a Windows device, then click on Download for Windows. And if you have another operating system like Linux, then click on Download other version. Once the Unity Hub setup has finished downloading, you can open it and follow these installation steps. You have now arrived at the second step, which is the configuration. You have just installed the hub that will allow you to create your projects and manage your versions. At the bottom you will find the Community tab. It will allow you to access the Asset Store, forums, blog, etc. Then just on the top is the Learn tab, which will allow you to find hundreds of video tutorials made by Unity themselves. And just above you will find the Installs tab. In this tab you can install the version of Unity you want to install and edit it. That's what we are going to do right now. Click on Install Editor, then choose the most recent version in LTS preferences. Then you can install several modules that will serve as extensions. For example, if you want to create a game for Android device, choose the Android Build Support module. Of course, the installation of a new module will require more storage space. I will take, for example, the Android Build Support and the iOS Build Support modules. Then click on Install and wait for the download time. During this time, we will create a Unity license by going to Settings, Licenses, Add, and then choose a personal license. To add this one, you will have to create a Unity account. Once your license is added and your editor installed, you can finally create a new project. To do this, you will need to go to the project menu and then click on New Project. Then you will have to choose the template that suits you. For example, if you want to make a VR game, choose the VR template. For this video, we will take the 3D template. Define the name of your project and its location path, and then create the project. Now that your project is created, you will first have to link Visual Studio and Unity to be able to start coding your game. So Visual Studio is a programming software that you can use for Unity. If you don't have it installed yet and you don't know how to do it, I invite you to see a video on the internet explaining how to install Visual Studio for Unity. Personally, I use Visual Studio Community 2022. You can click on the link in the description to install the same version of Visual Studio as me. Once this is done, you will have to go to the Edit tab and then click on Preferences. then go to external tools, and at the top of external script editor, choose Microsoft Visual Studio 2022 or rather the version of your software. Unity is now linked to Visual Studio. To see if this link is functional, you can create a C# script, name it as you want, and then open it. Normally the Visual Studio opens, and then we will just check that the Unity syntax is taken into account. For that, we can write, for example, vector3, and you should have the autocompletion that proposes us the vector3. And if it appears well in color, that means that you have no problem and that Unity is well linked to Visual Studio. We will now quickly look at the global interface of Unity. At the bottom you can find the folders of your project. This is where you can find all your prefabs, your models, script, etc. The console menu will show you all the errors, warning and debugging information of your project. Then it is in the hierarchy that your game objects will be displayed, and it is there that you can create them. Then in the center is your game screen. You can edit it in the scene menu. To launch the game, go to the game menu and then click on the play button. Click again to stop your game. The inspector menu will allow you to modify and add components to your game object. For example, if you want to give a physics and gravity effect to your game object, add a rigid body, and add a collision box so that your game object can collide with other game objects. These tools will allow you to modify the position, rotation, and size of your game object. By going to the Windows tab, then Package Manager, you can add new assets for your games, for example car models that you can find on the Unity Asset Store in the description. So we come to the end of this video. Do not hesitate to subscribe and to like the video if you like it more. You can now download my 2 mobile games, Human Crash and The Destroyer, on the Google Play Store. I will make other video on Unity soon. Tell me in the comments your idea of video and what you want to see appear on the channel. Thanks for your support and see you soon. Bye.